Hey, what's up you guys? DJMama here, and it is currently late August, and we're doing a TCG ban list prediction video, and I'm using Master Duel for it because it's easier to show off the cards that have caused problems here in the TCG. So, as of recent, I think YCS in Brazil has just ended with this card right here, Mystic Mine Burn, burn deck of Mystic Mine, taking the whole thing. So I think this is about time to talk about the ban list that should be coming up soon. So Mystic Mine, of course, one of the most frustrating cards you have to deal with. You always have to play around with it. I always got to side that back row hate and the hate for it, because it's been everywhere as of recent. It's gotten a lot of top 8s, top 4s, even some top 2 placements. I think also the plant deck that also ran it, main deck Mystic Mine. So I think we should get rid of it, and I forgot that Mystic Mine is actually banned in Master Duel, so maybe that's a reason to come back to Master Duel. But yeah, Mystic Mine is definitely a card that should be seeing hit, but if not, I guess I can hit Demise the Land, or Metaverse, Terraforming, cards that searches field spells, even Planet Pathfinder. I don't know, they should just get rid of Mystic Mine at this point. It's very oppressive and hard to deal with, and it like just have the out is not not the feasible argument for Mystic Mine. It's just everywhere, and then we're just ending turns just playing the mine. Next up on the ban list, I'm talking about this Fairy Tale Snow. Fairy Tale Snow, ever since it's come off, is very degenerate. This card is crazy. It's crazy right now in tier decks. Tier Element is playing this for an extra body. It's a very good light. It just does so much, and it can just close out games because you're not expecting it. It's like it's engrave and they have just 7 material and they just hit for game with this dumb snow. It's also very good, you know, just on summon Book of Moon, something also pretty good. Also chain snow. Want to chain snow to your snow? Crazy, you can. Next, Artifact Scythe. Scythe hasn't been that good this format as of late, but it still sucks to get Scythe locked. And I think there's still a pile deck running around that's like their main gameplay is, you know, is still Scythe lock, and I just don't like getting Scythe lock still, even though it's less available because of the Verte ban. Scythe is still a problem. Next up, Arch Nemesis Eschatos. This has been seeing play, and I think, what was it, Sprite? In Sprite variants, or is it tier? I don't know. This has been seeing some play. It's a Protoss, but a little worse. You know, banish 3 monsters from different types from your graveyard. Can't be destroyed by card effects. Declare 1 monster and destroy all monsters of the field until the end phase. You need to play against special summon monsters with that type. That's pretty broken. On a 3k body that can't be destroyed by card effects, it's a little bit of a nuisance. So I think this should get a hit. Banned, I can see it. Next up, Instant Fusion. Instant Fusion is being really abused right now. It's a card that probably could never really come back to more than 1 copy, but at this very moment, I think this is probably the time for Instant Fusion to take a hit. I don't know, there's a lot of good fusion monsters. Sprite used Instant Fusion to get Alvain, a level 2 fusion monster from the extra deck, and that starts their plays. Tier Element obviously can use Instant Fusion very well. It's just so good right now, and it's very crazy. Next up, Called by the Grave. A lot of people have been saying this card is unfair, and it makes sense. It's you can't activate those effects until the same name, the next turn. And if you do until the next turn, its effects are negated. Target a monster, banish it, and it is insanity. Yeah, going first in this card is very unfortunate, and I think it's probably gonna go soon in TCG. Let's move on. Winda seeing play pretty much in Tier Element. Even though the danger variant of Tier Element is gonna probably be the better wave, Winda is still kind of makeable in the Tier Element deck, in the Danger Tier Element deck. Just need to win 1 Shut All Beast, and if you manage to hit it with your Sheeran or your Rhino Heart, you can just make Winda, and Winda is very unfair still. Yeah, I think Winda's gonna take the spot of Construct when long time when Construct was on the ban list for a long time. Alright, next up is Toad. This is the sprite hit. It probably makes the most set, but this is the sprite hit. Toad is just... It's fun when it's in frogs, but when it's just in sprite... yeah, no, we can't have Toad. Next up, Time Thief Redoer. Right, Redoer is a weird hit for me, because it does hit tier, because its materials detach for effect and not cost, and that triggers cards like you know, Sheeran, Rhinoheart, Hoffiness, I think. Those do trigger if they're detached from Time Thief Redoer. This is also a very good card in Exo Sister. You can make this an Exo Sister, I guess, but yeah, in tier this is the crazy rank 4. And next up, Hulk. You know, Hulk has gotten a lot of cards banned, including Auroradon, and I think even though it's not doing much, it probably still needs to go. This card is just crazy to see. It's still always gonna be good. It's so cool, but it's just too good for... It's just too good. Generic rank to... It's not generic because you always need a tuner, but it's just very, very good in this current time. So these are the bans I have: Hulk, Redoer, Toad, Winda, Snow, Scythe, Eschatos, Instant Fusion called by, and of course Mystic Mine. Hopefully those cards get hit, and you would love to see it. Next up, let's move on to my limits here. The limits. These are limits and semi-limits, so let's go for the cards that could go to 1. The Dangers. Dangers obviously have been seeing a lot of play recently and have spiked the TCG player and the TCG market, card market and all that. Yeah, Mothmans are going crazy, Nessies are insane. The gold print is around $5. It was like $1 before. It's yeah, that card's crazy. So Nessie, I think, is probably going once again with Jackalope and Tsuchinoko to go up to 1. Maybe even Mothman, because Mothman is searchable if you play Goki Pole in Danger. It's because if you mill the Goki Pole, you search a Mothman, and you get a Mothman to hand, and you can trigger the tiers in hand if they're discarded, because this is discards for card effect. Crazy. So yeah, Dangers are probably going to take a good hit here. Next up, Signet Mining. Signet Mining's incredible. Send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. Any card. Add a level 4 or lower Cybers from your deck to your hand, and only once per turn. Hard once per turn. But this has been setting up Mathmech. Mathmech, incredible deck. You know, very good. Also, other decks running around like Salamangreat and Marincess, very good Cybers decks in the format. Kind of a tier 2 decks right now. But Mathmech, yeah, this is Setup Sigma, Search Diameter, or what was the other card? Circular? I don't know. But yeah, Signet Mining is very, very good, and this is the hit to Cybers decks and the format. This going to 1 probably is the way, because it's Foolish and Rhoda. Not really Foolish, just send a card from hand. Ooh, crazy. So Signet Mining, very good card. Probably going to 1. Flunderies and the map, the magnificent map. Flunder, kind of flying under the radar, bird pun. This is the only problem card right now in the TCG. I think map is so good. Reveal level 1 Flunder, crazy reveal, then banish one. It's like, yeah, banish a Flunder, trigger Flunders, normal summon on your opponent's turn. This is the only problem card I really see, because it turns... If your opponent normal summons a monster, crazy, my turn. I get to do my things, and I get to end on Statue, or Apex Avian, M-Pen, and Ryza on your turn. It's just very annoying. So map is probably the hit to Flunder. Super Poly. Once again, these are all to 1. I think Super Poly is in a weird place because we do have Garura and Mud Dragon that are doing some stuff right now in TCG, and I think Super Poly should get hit in some capacity because it's very, very good. It's just so good and can't respond to it at all. Those monsters are going to be gone. Next up, semi-limits possibly gonna get hit. Possibly. Deep Sea Diva. Deep Sea Diva is like, you know, the card. You know, it's a card that really does bolster Sprite, because if they imperm a Diva, cool. I still have a level 2 on field. Summon blue, crazy. Gamma, the best hand trap in the format, because it deals with getting rid of the Sprite or the normal summon that is gonna leave to the level 2 on board, but this does destroy the monster, so it also works really well because it's a level 2. Crazy. So yeah, I think Gamma probably gonna get hit to if anything's, and that is the hits. Other cards that probably should be free, I don't have a list for that, but the cards that probably should be free is probably Orcus Harp Horror. That's the only one I'm gonna expect to get off the list. Time Seal probably to 3. Yeah, and that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this Banlist prediction. It's just yeah, these are the cards we're having problems with, and hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Maybe we'll play more Master Duel, because Mystic Mind is banned in this format. But there's still the Earth Insect. That's something to consider. Bye.